Okay, Orange Guy here. We're going to talk about soldiers training soldiers, and the difference between interpretation, and rote memorization. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, and the story that I have is look, we have a Nazi Germany. Okay, 1940s Nazi Germany, and you have a soldier that just mowed down a bunch of Jews. They shot them all down. There's bodies littered all over the floor, all over the ground. Okay, they littered the bodies. They look, and if you ask that soldier that just littered a bunch of Jews, it's just they're all on the ground. That's it. They're all dead. Kind of like, what were you doing? And I say, look, I'm doing the right thing. Look, I'm cleaning up Germany. Okay, I'm cleaning up Germany. I'm helping Germany. Okay, I'm helping Germany clean up the Jews because Jews are bad. Okay, I'm cleaning up Germany. I'm sorting it all out. I'm helping Germany. And I'm following orders. I'm a good soldier. I'm following orders. I'm helping Germany. Hitler's a good man. Okay, Hitler's a good man. And so he's helping us. He's guiding us and helping Germany, right? And we're fixing it. And we're fixing it. We're fixing Germany. When I mow down these Jews, we're fixing Germany. This is World War II. Okay, so that's rote memorization. Okay, when they've been instructed again and again and again and again and again, and memorizing that Jews are what's wrong with Germany, and they memorized that. Okay, they memorized that. They didn't interpret anything. They memorized that Jews were what was destroying Germany at that time, and they can fix it by eradicating the Jews. Okay, so how does that apply to the U.S. in the current situation? Okay, each time I've instilled the working top, each time it gets mowed down. Each fucking time. And it's likely the Marines, okay, like the Marines. Say, look, and if you ask them, look, why did you mow down the working top, the ones that are getting devices off and destroyed, working towards the objective, why did you mow them down? And their answer would be, look, we're following orders, and it's productive to start shooting. We're following orders, and it's productive to start shooting. So we know that's the right thing to do. Now, how does this compare to things that have happened in the past? Okay, you have a town, I can't remember the name of the town, fortunately, in Vietnam. That would be 1970s. Whole town was mowed down. That was by U.S. soldiers, the whole town was mowed down. This happened in the 1970s. Okay, so they were taught bad people in town, you mow down bad people, and you're being productive if you mow down the bad people. So they mow down the whole town. This is the danger. There's a danger between interpretation, okay, and rote memorization. They memorize, it's productive to start shooting, and I mow down the town. But if they had interpreted things, they might have looked around and said, look, there may be some bad people in this town, but I don't know if the kids and some of the mothers, I don't really know if those are part of our objective of eradicating the bad ones, right? So they memorize the whole town is bad, but they didn't use any interpretation of, look, let me decide. Let me take a look around and see these ones might be bad. Maybe I'll ask more questions first, right? And then they come to the conclusion of, look, these ones bad, okay, and these other ones not so bad. But they didn't do that. They mowed down the whole town. Okay, so at the moment, the objective is to shut off and destroy all suppression devices. Now, if you're working against that objective, then that's not productive. It's counterproductive. You're working against the objective. So if you have a working top and you mow them down because you have a lot, that's working against the objective. It's counterproductive. So it's a time when shooting does not help the situation. It actually makes it worse. It's counterproductive. It doesn't help. When at the moment, because we're going to use at the moment. When is it productive to start shooting? When is it productive to start shooting at the moment? When is it productive? If the objective of shutting off and destroying all these suppression devices is being blocked, then it's productive to start shooting your blocker. Okay, that would be productive. Say, look, I shoot the blocker, now it can be productive because I'm heading towards the objective of shutting off and destroying all suppression devices. Okay, so that would be productive. That would be productive shooting soldiers. Okay, that would be productive. Okay, so we have counterproductive and we have productive at the moment. Okay, but how do we decide in the future? How do we decide what's productive shooting in the future and what's not productive shooting? We have no fucking clue. That's very clear. We have no fucking clue what's productive shooting and what's kind of not productive. We have no fucking clue. That's pretty clear at this juncture. That's pretty clear. Okay, so we're gonna be working on that. But at the moment, you have instruction. At the moment, you have instruction. That could you like how do I sort this out? At the moment, you have instruction. Okay, and in the future, we're gonna instill some more personal values. We're gonna instill some more personal values. Then that will help you decide if what you're doing is productive. Okay, it's productive towards making the world a better place, or if it's counterproductive, in which case you're not helping make the world a better place. So we don't have enough personal values. That's very clear. We don't have enough personal values. But at the moment you do have instruction. You have instruction and clarification. Okay, so that's the difference between memorization, okay, and interpretation. Now you can say, wait on, guy. You told us what's good and what's bad. Isn't that memorization? And I would say, yes. And I'd also say, you're a bunch of fucking monkeys. Okay, you're a bunch of fucking monkeys, and somebody else told you the fuck out. So for the moment, you have a little bit of memorization in there, okay, but you're a bunch of fucking monkeys. Somebody needs to sort you the fuck out. Okay, someone needs to sort you the fuck out, and then we're gonna work on the values after that. Someone has stood out the fucking monkeys, okay? That's what I'm working on. So now you have instruction.